Hi friends, I am your 14 CS 147. I am going to explain the second experiment of compiler lab, that is to generate a simple table and to store the informations in that symbol table, means tokens in that symbol table. So this simple table is used to store symbols like means tokens. So first we are going to initialize the arrays that we want. First we are initializing the string, that is for the things we are entering. Then we are creating an array for id, data type and values, return type and number of parameters. All those things we are storing in different arrays. We are initializing those arrays, and we have many pointers and we are incrementing, we are initializing the value to 0, and after that when all those things are done, we are incrementing these values. And first one is to enter the number of lines, that is the code number of lines in the code. And then now we are storing this into a single array, and from there we are using a for loop, and when a new line is coming, we are splitting that array into different. So if we are entering a 4-line code, this single array is splitted into 4 arrays. Then after that we are using a split function. By using a split function and putting those arrays one by one into a for loop, when a space comes, we are separating those things like identifier, variable, data type, all those things we are separating it as separately when a space comes, so that after that we are putting this whole thing in a for loop till the last thing is executed. So at first we are checking whether a bracket is coming, that is a opening braces is coming. If it is coming, it is a function, otherwise it is a variable. So if the bracket is not coming, not c1 of 2 equals a bracket, then we go for this case. Here first we check if it is a variable or not. So here we have the case for all data types, and if any one of the data types occurs as the first thing of this array, that is c1 of k, then we are incrementing the data type. We are pushing this data type into the data type array, and then we are incrementing the pointer. Then after that the id k plus 1 will be a id. If it is an id, then we are pushing it to the id and we are incrementing the pointer. Then if the data type is not equal to the character, the data type is not is character, and if it is an integer or float or other any data variables, then if an equal to is not coming, then we are initializing it to 0 and we are incrementing the pointer. And if it is a character, then equal to, we are incrementing. If it is a character also, if it is a character, if equal to is not present, then we are giving it as null, then incrementing the pointer. And since this is a variable and variable declaration and not a function, return type, parameters and type of parameters, everything we are giving it as null and incrementing the pointers. And a break, if a comma is occurring after that, if int a comma b, then the b also will hold the same data type as a. So we are giving the same data type, that is data type of x equal to data type of x minus 1, and we are incrementing. And next we are storing the variable. Then if data types the same thing we are repeating. If it is character and no equal to is present, then null, and if it is integer and no equal to after integer is present, then we are giving it as 0. And after that return type, parameter and type of parameters is initialized to null. Then if equal to is present, then now we are going for the function, that is if character is if it is not a character, then we will to the initial int value we will give the value which is present there. We are pushing it inside that array. And if it is a character, we will go to k plus 2, because there will be a semicolon for the character. So we will go to k plus 2 and we will insert those values in that array. Then after that the next case, in the else part, we will give that if it is a function. If it is a function, then it will go up to closing of a braces. If it is then closing braces is present, till that we will check for the conditions of function. And for function also, the first starting it will be any of those cases, and this time it is not the data type but the return type will be incremented, and the ID is also incremented, and the data type we are giving the data initializing it to space, we are giving it as a space because the above condition should not be done anymore. Then after that the type of parameter is checked, and it is the parameter is incremented one by one when it reads a parameter. Then after that after comma we will be having more parameters. Those parameters are concatenated into this type of parameter array, and these parameters are entered into that, and if comma is present, the next one also will be read, and it will be given to the parameter array, and the number of parameter will be incremented, and it will be stored in another array for the number of parameters. And after that this is over. And now if many more functions are coming, then R will be incremented and this will be continued, or else it will be going for the break condition, and if variable is coming, the variables condition will be executed. Now we are going to print this array. For that we are using a single for loop, and we are printing the ID, data type, init value, return type, and type of parameter and number of parameter in this. And now we will run this program. On running, they are asking for the number of lines, we are giving it as 2. And now int is a comma b, then int add of int a comma int b, we are entering the number of lines, that is 2, and int a comma b, then int add int x comma int y. Now the data types, the initial value, return type, everything is entered here, and by this the program is over. Thank you for watching.